have delved into the world of AI chat GPT and came up with this really neat graphic. There it is. Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you, everybody, for saying how great it is. Somebody say how great it is.
It's great.
Looks nice.
I like it.
Thank you so much. So this is our top five, and like Bill said, and like we say in the emails together, it is no surprise that the Opinion Guy Power Five top five kicks off with the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers, Braves, Cincinnati, they're all first place teams. They all made our top five. San Diego's in second place, but they're playing like a first place team. They have a winning percentage that most teams that would put them in first place in most other divisions. And actually, per Fangraphs, San Diego is their expected winning percentage was .498, and they're currently sitting at .684. So that's pretty impressive. They're definitely overachievers to start the year. And then there's two NL Central teams, Cincinnati and Milwaukee. In fact, our fifth place ranked team is literally in last place in the National League Central because every team in the Central is winning right now. So that's the setup right there. So I got a question for Chris. We'll start with you. I got a question for you. Which one of these teams do you think is going to maintain? I mean, the Dodgers, of course, but which one of these teams do you think is going to be a strong player throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the first thing that jumps out is our top five teams are all in the National League. The American League has been one big bowl of parity thus far. You could pretty much cement that in that top spot. I can't imagine them losing it. You know, if there's a team with upside that you say maybe, you say Atlanta. Atlanta's had so many injuries to the rotation in particular, and they've gotten off to a good start, and they're getting guys back. Spencer Strider's on a rehab assignment. You know, Chris Sale is a stalwart there. Spencer Swallenbach has been injured. So as they get guys back, you got to feel good. Ha-Seong Kim, who's supposed to be their starting shortstop, broke his finger on ice, I believe, in South Korea, and that's caused him to miss a few months. So they're going to get guys back, and you do have to kind of admire the Padres with that bullpen. So I would say it's almost in order, other than I would probably put the Brewers ahead of the Padres and Reds in terms of staying power.
All right. How about you, Smitty? Who do you think has got the staying power here outside of the Dodgers?
I would say Atlanta Braves. The key for them is staying healthy. Of course, Acuna just had an X-ray. He's day to day with his situation. If they can stay healthy, they're gonna be a team to watch. That's the key with those guys. If they can stay healthy, it's gonna be interesting. And that's the whole key with those guys. And of course, you're looking at the Reds, the Padres, and the Brewers. Don't sleep on the Brewers. You know, they could be a sleeper too. They're doing a great job of rebuilding that program. As you see, they move Weeks to he's still on staff, and now he's on the scouting department. He's an HBCU graduate guy. So, yeah, I like the Braves. I'm with Chris on that. If the Braves, they get healthy, it's going to be really interesting to stretch.
I like when teams, it's really important for teams to bring back those players that were, a big part of the team in years gone by. Like the Cardinals will bring back, now Descalzo is in their dugout, and they'll bring Molina around during spring training. Carpenter pre-COVID would come by during spring training, so it's really cool. Bill, what do you think of the Opinion Guy top five? Anything stand out to you here?
Well, being from Daytona and being Cincinnati's single A farm club, you gotta put a little emotion into that. But looking preseason and acquisitions, I thought San Diego was going to be tough this year. The Dodgers would battle them right down the line. Yeah.
Speaking of which, that's why I'm green tonight. Because our team in Daytona, the Daytona Tortugas, heavily, their main color is green. So I went with green tonight in honor of the fact that Bill is with us, and we both go to the games in Daytona. So actually, Bill, I was there on Sunday. It was brutally hot. I'm going to sit in the shade in the future, and that's anybody who goes to the games listening locally. Sit down the first base line where there's shade in the afternoon. Baby, is it hot? Yeah, all righty. So speaking about like teams that are overachieving, I do have this Fangraphs that's been doing some great stuff. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. We'll go over here. There we go. Overachievers that we have for this year. Because you can look at some of those teams in the top five and that are doing very well. Like the Reds made our list, and they would surprise some people to be on our list, right? So what you have in the column to the immediate right of the team is actually the projected Fangraphs winning percentage at the start of the season, what they are currently, and then the difference. So obviously the Rays are the biggest overachiever in baseball. Reds come in number 2. My guys are 4, and then Smitty, your guys are 4, 5, 6.
6.
So
Yep.
both of our teams are. I mean, the Cardinals are overachieving. I think we all know that. I don't have rose-colored glasses. I have glasses, but they're not rose-colored. Obviously, they're overachieving. I get it. But so maybe the Reds will slip out if you're looking at it from this perspective of our Power 5, the opinion guy Power 5. And I don't know. I think maybe the Braves were underrated at the beginning of the year. Does it? I mean, 553 is not bad, but it's hard to put the Braves as an overachiever, right?
Right. It is. It is.
I
think number one go ahead.
No, you first. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, starting off with just having Weiss, having a guy internal, having a guy basically you're not losing a step. That was number one, keeping Weiss. So that's the key to the whole structure, in my opinion. He's a players type coach, but yeah, they're going to be interesting. Guys, just keep your eyes on them.
Okay. And Chris, you were going to say?
I think people forgot how good Atlanta was last year because they were just decimated by injuries. When they're healthy, they're one of the few teams where you could put together some sort of plausible scenario where they could challenge the Dodgers.